Yeah, good morning, and welcome to our LPs who've come all the way to Delhi from across the world, and our portfolio companies, representatives of our portfolio companies, and all our other esteemed guests. We've come back to Delhi after a gap of a year. Last year we had this conference in Goa, but it's reflective of the fact that there has been a change in the political landscape in India. And there's improved sentiments on account of the change in political landscape. In vein of the improved sentiments, we've themed this conference Turn of the Tide. And we have multiple speakers and panels this morning who will give you perspective on what to expect in this turn of the tide. We have two panelists, basically the one covering the consumption sector, the other one covering the infrastructure sector. We have three speakers, one entrepreneur who has 2 decades of experience in rolling out an education business in India. We have the coal power and renewable energy minister who's going to be here later this afternoon, followed by a seasoned bureaucrat who has 3 decades of service in the government, who will give you perspective as to how the government functioning has changed over the years and has become investor friendly. Coming down to IDFC alternatives, we've had a good year this year. Earlier this year we had a final close of our infrastructure fund at $900 million. We also had a close of our domestic debt fund at $125 million. We exited our office equity fund at a 22% IRR. And we are at the cusp of announcing a close of our fourth private equity fund, domestic private equity fund. So we are seeing this as the glass half full. Having said that, I think there's a lot more for us to do. We have to deploy our recently raised infrastructure fund wisely and profitably. We are at the cusp of exits in our private equity fund 2 and fund 3, and we're going to go out and raise our real estate fund and private equity fund 4. So during the course of the day, this is going to be covered later in the breakout sessions in the afternoon as to how we propose to accomplish what we need to accomplish. Also during the year, we've had a big shift in IDFC's character. We were awarded one of the 2 bank licensees out of an applicant list of 25 to successfully receive a banking license. And IDFC is going to go through a transformation into a commercial bank. And this morning, we are privileged to have our Executive Chairman, Dr. Rajiv Lal, who can talk to you about what that will mean for us at IDFC Alternatives. So with that, I would invite Dr. Rajiv Lal on stage